Welcome to the AI Hub, a podcast for AI-driven side hustles designed for IT professionals like you.
From cutting-edge AI tools to practical, no-nonsense tips, each episode brings you closer to turning tech into income.
Tune in to discover smart and sustainable ways to boost your career and income with AI.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI Hub. It's Larry here with you again, and
hi everyone.
Amanda is joining me as our resident AI expert. Today we're diving into some breaking news that just dropped in the AI world, and it has to do with these new research tools that are coming out. Like, I don't know if you remember, but back in December, Google Gemini, they launched this deep research tool.
Right.
And then OpenAI. Just a few weeks ago, actually earlier this month, they came out with their version, also called Deep Research.
I think they're all looking for a catchy name.
I know, right? It seems like all the biggest players are kind of converging on this idea of like deeper research and these AI assistants that can actually cite their sources and do all that good stuff.
Yeah, it seems like there's a real demand for tools that can actually do the heavy lifting when it comes to research. You know, instead of just giving us a quick answer, they're actually going out there and digging into the sources. And
I mean, think about it. If you were writing a paper in college,
totally,
this would be a dream come true.
It would save me so many hours in the library.
Yeah, exactly. So, as if things weren't interesting enough, Perplexity AI just threw their hat into the ring.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
With their own version of a deep research tool.
Okay.
And this literally just happened so...
like hot off the press.
Hot off the press, yeah.
So what do we know about Perplexity's tool so far?
Well, we found this article on TechCrunch. And it says that Perplexity Deep Research is already live on their website.
Wow. That was fast.
Yeah, super fast. They're also working on apps for Mac, iOS, and Android.
So they're really going all in on this.
It seems like it, yeah. And they're saying that it's supposed to be really user-friendly.
Okay.
So you just like pick deep research from a little drop-down menu, type in your question, and it spits out this detailed research report.
Interesting.
You can export it as a PDF or share it as what they call a Perplexity page.
That's cool. So lots of options for sharing your findings.
Yeah.
I'm curious, though, how does Perplexity describe their tool's research process? Like, what's happening under the hood?
Well, the article mentions that it kind of works like we do when we do research.
Oh, really?
It
Also,
it iteratively searches, it reads documents, and then based on what it's learning, it refines its approach. So it's...
So it's like it's learning as it goes.
Yeah.
That's pretty fascinating. Almost like it's mimicking how a human researcher would approach a topic.
Right. It starts broad and then kind of narrows down its focus and learns more.
That's really interesting.
So it's not just finding like the first few search results on Google and calling it a day.
Yeah.
It's actually
going deeper.
It's reading
and understanding and emphasizing and all that.
That's pretty impressive.
So they put this new tool to the test using this benchmark called Humanity's Last Exam. Humanity's Last Exam. That sounds ominous.
Yeah, it's basically a bunch of like super difficult academic questions.
Oh, okay.
And Perplexity's deep research scored a 21.1%. It's actually pretty good.
That's not bad at all.
It's better than Gemini Thinking and Grok 2. Even beat GPT-4o on this one.
Interesting.
But it is still behind OpenAI's deep research, which got like a 26.6%.
God, it's a close race.
Yeah. But I mean, still very early days for all this technology.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this stuff is developing so rapidly.
It's changing so fast.
It's hard to even keep up.
I know. And here's where things get even more interesting. Perplexity Deep Research is completely free.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. No subscription, no fees at all.
That's a bold move.
Right. Especially considering OpenAI charges like $200 a month.
For their pro version?
To their pro version to access deep research.
So Perplexity is really trying to make this technology accessible to everyone.
It seems like it, yeah. It could be a real game changer.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a student or a researcher who can't afford a pricey subscription, this is huge.
And it's not just about the cost.
Yeah.
Perplexity is also saying that their tool is way faster.
Okay, how much faster are we talking?
They claim it can do most research tasks in under 3 minutes.
Wow.
compared to like 5 to 30 minutes for OpenAI.
That's a significant difference.
I know.
Especially if you're on a tight deadline.
Or you're just like a casual researcher and you need information fast.
Right. I mean, who wants to wait half an hour for an answer?
Exactly. So Perplexity actually put together this little summary of how they see the deep research landscape right now.
I'm curious. What do they say?
They basically said that they excel in speed and accessibility. So for those casual researchers,
Right.
they said OpenAI dominates in analytical depth.
Okay.
So for those more enterprise applications. And then they said Google integrates really well with all the existing productivity tools
Their ecosystem, yeah.
that everyone's already using.
Okay, so each tool has its own strengths.
It seems like it, yeah. But it's not all sunshine and roses.
Right.
There are some concerns being raised about these AI research tools as well.
Oh, like what?
Well, we found this article in The Economist, and they were kind of cautious about the whole thing.
Interesting.
They said these tools might have some limitations when it comes to creativity.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Well, they pointed out that because these tools rely so heavily on easily accessible sources, they might miss those like less obvious connections that can spark really original ideas.
I see. So it's like they're limited by the data they're trained on.
Exactly.
And sometimes the most innovative ideas come from thinking outside the box.
Right.
From exploring those unconventional sources that AI might not be able to access.
Exactly. And then there's this worry about outsourcing all of our research to AI.
Yeah.
And what that might do to our own thinking.
Right. If we become too reliant on these tools, could we start to lose those critical thinking skills that are so essential for real innovation?
Yeah, it's like trading depth of thought
Right, exactly.
for speed and efficiency.
And while efficiency is great, you know, sometimes those really big breakthroughs come from those slower, deeper dives where you're really taking the time to explore all the nuances.
It seems like balance is key here.
I think so.
Like, these tools are super powerful. They can do amazing things.
They can definitely save us a ton of time and effort.
Yeah, but we can't just blindly rely on them.
Right.
We got to use them to enhance our own thinking.
Exactly. We should be using them as a supplement to our own research, not a replacement for it.
Like almost as a starting point to get the ball rolling.
I like to think of them as powerful lenses that help us focus our research efforts. They can help us zoom in on specific areas or see things from different angles.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Yeah, but we still need to be the ones guiding the process.
Right.
Asking the questions, making the connections, drawing our own conclusions.
So it's not about letting the AI do all the thinking for us.
Exactly.
It's about using AI to make our own thinking better.
Right. It's about that collaboration between human and machine, where each brings their unique strengths to the table.
So what does all this mean for our listeners out there?
Well, I think it means being excited about the possibilities of these new AI tools, but also being aware of their limitations.
Right.
Don't be afraid to experiment with them, but don't just accept everything they tell you at face value.
Yeah.
Always be critical. Always be questioning.
Think for yourself.
Exactly.
Don't let the machines do all the thinking.
These tools are amazing resources.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they're just tools.
We have to be the ones using them wisely for the betterment of humanity, hopefully.
Right.
So, yeah, we talked about the good. We talked about the bad.
The potential pitfall.
The potential, and these AI tools are products of human ingenuity, right?
Oh, absolutely.
They're a reflection of our own intelligence and our own creativity.
And that means we have a responsibility to guide their development in a way that benefits everyone.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that these tools are used ethically and responsibly.
So it's an exciting time to be involved in research.
Oh, absolutely. The possibilities are endless.
But we need to make sure that we're using these tools in a way that actually benefits us and doesn't lead us down some dystopian path.
Right. We don't want to end up in a sci-fi movie where the machines take over.
Exactly.
It's all about finding that balance, that harmony between human and machine.
Okay, so we've got this tension, right?
Yeah.
Speed and accessibility versus depth and original thought.
Right.
What do you think after all this?
Well, it reminds me of other technological advancements in history.
Okay.
Think about the printing press. Amazing invention, revolutionized the way we share information.
Yeah.
But it also led to the spread of misinformation or social media.
Yeah.
great for connecting with people,
Yeah.
but it's also created these echo chambers where people are only exposed to information that confirms their existing beliefs.
Yeah.
So it's not the technology itself that's good or bad, it's how we use it.
Okay.
And I think the same applies to these new AI research tools.
So how do we make sure that we're using them wisely then?
I think awareness is key.
Okay.
We need to be aware of both the strengths and the weaknesses of these tools. We need to understand that they're not a replacement for our own critical thinking.
Yeah.
They're a supplement to it.
So it's not about letting the AI do all the work.
Exactly.
It's about using it to help us do our best work.
Right.
You wouldn't just blindly believe everything you read in a book or see on TV.
Of course not.
You'd question it, you'd analyze it, you'd form your own opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same with these AI tools. We need to be critical consumers of the information they provide. So use them to gather information, get different perspectives. But ultimately, you need to be the one drawing your own conclusions, right?
And making your own connections.
That's when the real magic happens.
Yeah.
When we combine the power of AI with the power of human intuition and creativity.
Exactly. That's how we'll make truly groundbreaking discoveries.
So it's not humans versus AI.
Yeah.
It's humans and AI
Working together.
to achieve something amazing.
Exactly.
Wow, this is getting me pretty excited about the future.
Me too. It's an incredible time to be alive.
Yeah. Who knows what we'll be able to accomplish with these tools?
The possibilities are limitless.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've done a pretty deep dive today.
Yeah, we covered a lot of
We
ground.
talked about Perplexity jumping into the game and all the implications for research. And
Yeah, it's exciting to see how this all unfolds.
yeah, I think one of the biggest takeaways for me is just how fast this is all happening. It's amazing how quickly things are changing in the AI world.
It really is. And that's why we're here at AI Hub, right?
Exactly.
To help you make sense of it all.
We want to keep you up to date on all the latest developments.
Yeah, so if you're as fascinated by this stuff as we are, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, we'd love to have you join our community of AI enthusiasts.
And before we go, I want to leave you with one last thought.
Okay.
Don't just focus on the technical stuff.
Yeah.
Think about the big picture.
What does all of this mean for the future of humanity?
Exactly. How will these AI tools change the way we think,
The way we learn.
the way we interact with the world?
It's a lot to consider,
It is.
but it's also incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
We're at the forefront of something truly transformative.
So keep exploring.
Keep questioning.
Keep pushing the boundaries.
And most importantly,
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future deep dives.
into the amazing world of AI.
Until next time.
Welcome to the AI Hub, a podcast for AI-driven side hustles designed for IT professionals like you.
From cutting-edge AI tools to practical, no-nonsense tips, each episode brings you closer to turning tech into income.
Tune in to discover smart and sustainable ways to boost your career and income with AI.